Hello and welcome to the Ner Tamid initiative. The story of Ner Tamid simply goes back to 1967, the 6-Day War, and the explosion of something that happened after that called the Baal Teshuvah phenomenon or the Baal Teshuvah movement. It was something in the air. It was the Avirah that tens of thousands of young Jews wanted to join and become part of a religion which had nearly been snuffed out just a few years before by the Nazis. And so they came to Israel. As a consequence, standing at that wall with the strangely large stones, unaware of what the history of it was all about, many found themselves invited to attend a yeshiva with a strange name like Or Sameach, or one like Eshet Hara, or Neve Yerushalayim for women, and so many others. And that whole movement just exploded. It went on through many decades, many Tekufot, many sub-eras in this exciting new era in Jewish history. I was there on campus through the 1980s, 1990s, and I met some remarkable people. And I assumed that encouraging them to embrace the lifestyle of a Torah Jew, that it would be easy. Compared to other lifestyles, it would be beautiful, wonderful, and a huge success. And that's perhaps because it's easier to look back than to look forward. I could not anticipate that Bali Tshuva would face some really remarkable questions and challenges I hadn't simply thought about. For example, some of them who, and you didn't have to be a Sherlock Holmes to work this one out, became aware that the reason that their child that they wanted so much to get into a certain yeshiva or a certain school or a certain seminary, that maybe the real reason the answer was no was because their parents were Bali Tshuva. And then, on top of that, there was the shul that they wanted to join, and maybe the reason that they weren't so happy was because the father was a ger, the mother was a ger, or the parents were Bali Teshuvah. And then, of course, there are unique questions as Bali Teshuvah face. There is, what happens when your teenage son says to you, "I'm only doing to you what you did to your mother and father," as they rejoice in their rejection and their teenage rebellion. There are many, many questions and many, many problems which we could never have anticipated that Bali Tshuva would find along the way. So the Ner Tamid initiative is there to solve these as much as we possibly can, and some of the key figures from all the journeys and all the eras of the last 52 years of the Kiruv movement, figures from the very beginning of the movement to all the way to today's will be addressed in two weekly webinars, which will have a famous figure from the Kiruv movement will be able to speak to you. You can listen, like all our Ner Tamid initiative aspects, anonymously. You don't have to say who you are. There's a Facebook page. You'll be able to ask questions, pose questions, and every 2 weeks a new figure from the past, the future, a rabbi, a rebbitzin, addressing women's issues, men's issues, family issues will be there for you. There are already groups that are being set up and have been set up where Bali Tshuva are coming together to discuss those, because perhaps the person or the people who can provide the best answers to the questions and the challenges that a Bali Tshuva face is the people who are Bali Tshuva or Gerim and have faced them, and they've found the solutions that they can share with you. So please spread the word and tell people about the Ner Tamid initiative. Point them to this website, point them to the Facebook group. Please encourage them to come to the shiurim. You'll see when they are and who the personalities behind them are. We want you to know that us who are a little bit involved in the choices you made and were there at an earlier time are still want to be involved with the choices you make at a later time of your own life and your own family's lives. If we were helpful to you then, we want to be helpful to you again. So please, spread the word, and thank you very much for becoming part of the Ner Tamid initiative.